Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Prairie Banana. We're going to do an AMA on pTGC and UFO. I'm about to sneeze, so you'll have to excuse me. False alarm. You ever have those ones that get away? That's bad. That's really bad. It's not fun. All right, we'll see how many eyeballs show up. But this is for new people. And I'm sorry about the schedule conflict. We had an event. Did a stream with coffee this morning, which went really well. And it pushed this AMA out 1 hour. So 3 eyeballs. Yay. Welcome to the AMA. We're basically going to do a review of pTGC, UFO, the DAP, and some tools that you guys can use. And this is mainly for onboarding. If you're new to the Pulse network or you're new to these tokens, this is where you want to be. You're going to learn a lot. If you're brand new to the Pulse network and you don't know what to hold, these are perfect assets to hold because they're basically an index of all the great tokens on the network. All the blue chip assets. We're paired with all the blue chip assets. We're also paired with all the RH tickers. It's a win-win. When the network goes this way, we're going to go like this, okay? Hey, Enjoy. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming. Sunday, we had 244 eyeballs in here, and I was not ready for that. And I had no outline. I was just completely flying by the seat of my pants. Today, I have an outline. So, and hey, Shaka, good to have you here. Onboarding some new guys this week? Yes. So I'll be doing this again on Sunday, but the founder will be holding a voice chat. You said this week. He'll be holding a voice chat on Thursday at 9 a.m. Mountain. We'll have spaces at 8 a.m. Mountain. I should be giving these times in Eastern. But there are 6 opportunities every week. We might have a little hiccups during the holidays for you guys to interact with the founder, interact with me and ask me any questions. And yeah, we've got voice chats, space streams, and AMAs. 2 every week, every 2 of each every week is what we have planned and scheduled. So glad you guys in here. Well, the interview with Coffee, it was today pre-recorded. It was supposed to be a stream, but it was not. So last minute change, and it was good, guys. It was good. He is Twitter pated with UFO. Somebody gifted him some UFO, and he's very happy. I mean, I can say that publicly. If he watches this, I don't think he would be opposed. So he's very excited, and we got to show some really good stuff that I'm going to show to you guys on this AMA. We got 15 people in here. Where do you go to see it, Crypto Enthusiast? You go to his channel. He's traveling today, so it probably won't go up today. But Crypto Coffee on YouTube. He's got 38,000 subs, 37,000 subs. He's probably the biggest guy in our ecosystem, and he's just been there a long time. You are welcome. I'm going to start this with a list that I have curated of bullish things about pTGC. And I think there's even some UFO in there. And then we're going to read the white paper. I'll show you guys the DAP. I'll show you some of the data I've been collecting. We'll go into a website called lookintoptgc.com, which has a moon math calculator and a reflections calculator. And then we'll get into UFO. And we'll try to make this quick, because I know you guys' time is precious, and so is mine. So pTGC is 100% deflationary, 100% autonomous. It's so autonomous, It doesn't even require users. It's truly decentralized. 11.6% of the tokens have already been burned in 14 months. So the last time Pulse ran up 4x, PTDC did a 42x. We just reached 10,000 wallets yesterday. There are no founder allocations. It is the golden goose of crypto. It's the needle in the haystack. I like to call it the checkmate of the Pulse network. It has over $17 million in burned LP. It's the proverbial easy button of the Pulse network. It has had flawless operation for 14 months. Only 7.6 billion tokens are available to buy. It has a benevolent and semi-doxed founder. Every reward is backed by LP. There are only 16 whale wallets and 90 shark wallets. It is what we call a volume and volatility based token. We're going to talk about that. It's like holding cash flowing Miami beachfront property. It was audited. It has immutable code that has been fully renounced. It has been outperforming all the tickers it's bonded with. It has been moving 10x against PLS per month for 14 months. No joke. It has a thriving community, yet only 2,300 in the Telegram. It has perpetual auto buy and burns and PTDC with each transaction. It is paired with the top blue chips on the Pulse network. It's like owning Main Street property in Austin, Texas, before Austin became popular. Users can choose to live off the yield and never sell the principal. The burn address, marketing wallet, and main liquidity pools are excluded from the rewards. Liquidity pool web mechanics in place. The liquidity pool web mechanics in place add perpetual volume with each transaction. It's imperative, in my opinion, that everybody read the white paper. If you're listening to this, I think that counts. We're going to read the white paper, and I have only the important parts that I think you guys would benefit from. I have those highlighted, so we are going to review that. And I want to share my screen so you can have the chance to read it. Thank you, Waldo. I really appreciate that, your comment. So you can read and follow along with me. It was launched 100% complete. Upon deployment, the smart contracts were 100% automated with no future promises or potential for code modifications. There are no corporations or institutions backing this project, no minting functions to create additional tokens, no developer fees, and nothing skimmed off the top. It was inspired by the vision of Satoshi. pTGC is a gift to the world. A 5% fee is applied to every buy, sell, or transfer. Note that word transfer. Whenever you buy PCDC or UFO, make sure you're buying it from a wallet that you want to hold it on. Otherwise, you're going to pay a 5% tax. 6% in UFO's case to transfer it. The fee is allocated to specific functions that support the Gray's currency. All fees are collected in PLS, the native token of the Pulse chain blockchain. The treasury, PLS, is distributed according to approved DAO proposals, funding various initiatives, including but not limited to marketing campaigns, potential collaborations, PTDC market buy and burns, adding to the ever-increasing LP floor, creating new LPs, distributing rewards to holders and stakers, and then locking liquidity in the core V1 LP on PulseX. Here is how the fees are distributed. 2% goes to the DAO treasury, and it's used by the DAO to increase the value of PTDC. 1% goes to stakers, 1% goes to holders and stakers, 0.5% buys and burns PTDC, deflating that supply. 0.5% goes to LP on PulseX V1, and it's locked forever. All pTGC rewards are distributed through what are called reflections. With each buy, sell, or transfer, a portion is allocated to both holders and stakers, with stakers receiving a larger share due to their support of the project. The more tokens you have staked, the greater your percentage of reflections. As trades take place, both holders and stakers earn rewards. making holding and staking PCDC a passive income generating machine. Locked tokens also continue to receive reflections. And we'll talk about locking here in just a minute. With every buy, sell, or transfer, an automatic burn function is activated within the smart contract. All burn tokens are sent to a dead wallet, ensuring they can never be sold or circulated again. Burning tokens is comparable to buying them and never selling them. The grays, so we have like a huge whale that will never sell his tokens. The grays burn mechanics generate consistent upward momentum for the project, keeping PCDC deflationary by reducing its supply with each transaction. PCDC started with a supply of 333 billion tokens, which continues to decrease with every trade. So here's what you can do with these tokens. So you can hold. So I look at this as like 3 streams of income. You can get the reflections just for holding. You can earn staking reward for staking, and you can earn other people's early end stake and lock penalties for locking. We're going to talk about staking. You can stake PCDC tokens on the D app. There's the link. And by the way, a link to this white paper and the UFO one is in the description. While staking, the description of the video, while staking offers many advantages, a key feature is that there's no time lock requirement for stake tokens. Staking PCDC also allows you to earn greater rewards from trading volume compared to non-staked tokens. To me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, you literally earn a little bit more than double for staking your tokens. There is a 1% end stake fee that you will pay that goes to all the other stakers, but you earn it back pretty rapidly in the system, maybe a matter of a few weeks, maybe a couple months at most, I think. It all depends on volume. Additionally, staking any amount grants you eligibility to participate in the DAO, giving you voting rights on proposals related to the allocation of PLS from the DAO's treasury wallet. Staked tokens remain in your wallet because we prioritize self-custody. So even when you stake your tokens, you look in your wallet, like, I thought I staked those. Oh, you did. They're staked, but we believe in self-custody, so we hold them. When a stake is withdrawn, a 1% fee is distributed to all the current stakers. And here's the third way that you can cash flow on these tokens, by locking them. All pTGC holders have the option to stake their tokens without a time lock. However, some may choose to lock their tokens to resist the urge to sell them during market fluctuations. To lock tokens, they must first be staked. So you stake them, and then you lock them. Once staked, holders can opt to time lock their tokens. Note, staked and locked tokens remain in your wallet and are visible, but they cannot be sold until a withdrawal is initiated. Stakers who choose to lock their tokens are divided into 10 tiers based on the duration of their lock. And we're going to see that. Rewards are distributed according to the amount of PCDC staked. The portion of the reward pool a user receives depends on their tier. Lockers who choose to end their time lock early face a 30% penalty, which is distributed to all the other lockers. The amount each locker receives is based on their tier rank and the quantity of PCDC they have locked. Note, once the locking period ends, this is cool, users can remain in the lock and continue earning rewards without penalties. All right, I think we're going to get into the tier system here. So here it is. You can lock, I look at this from the bottom to the top. So you can lock for 90 days, and that earns you 55% of the reward. Any early unlockers, and I'm going to be honest, we're not seeing a lot of unlockers right now. But I think we're going to as this cycle heats up. So a 90-day lock earns 55% of any early unlock penalties. The 45% goes to the dead address. So it's anything less than a 10-year lock, I look at as benevolent. And the shorter, the more benevolent you are being to the ecosystem, because you're willing to take only 55%, 45% decreases the supply. But it also helps you in moving up in the ranks. So 1 to 2 years, 60% of the reward, and so on. 10-year locks earn 100% of the reward. I would proceed with locking very deliberately. Sleep on it. Ask questions in the chat. Counsel with people. Talk to your spouse before doing anything more than like maybe a 90-day lock. To me, 90-day lock, at least at this point in the cycle, is a no-brainer because, I mean, if you have a long-term mindset, you're going to take home 55% and you can leave that lock, any of these locks, for as long as you want, and you will still continue to earn rewards. And a note on locking that I want to bring up is if you decide to do any more than 90 day, like let's say you wanted to reach out to 10 years, what you can do is break up your bag into multiple bags. And that way, if you do decide to early unlock, you're not paying a 30% penalty on your massive bag. You can do it on one of your smaller bags. If that makes sense, guys, you can do a locking ladder. There are all kinds of things that you can do with this locking system. It's really brilliant. I've taken a lot of time to think about it. And what I'm doing personally, and this is not my advice, it's just what I'm doing, is I am long locking 90% of my bag, and I'm making a ladder, an annual ladder of the remaining 10%. Because I think that the rewards going into the cycle are going to be significant enough that it's going to be beneficial to me as a holder, as a locker. So are we done? Nope, there's more. Yeah, we need to talk about the Liquidity Web. Do not unlock early. Thank you, Grandpa Pulse. And thank you, Paul Sachs. Appreciate your comment and encouragement. Yeah, don't unlock early if you don't have to. You literally pay 50% to all the other lockers. pTGC incorporates a liquidity pool web mechanism within its smart contract, deploying liquidity pools in a specific order. The goal is to continuously expand this web by consistently buying and burning both existing and new LP pools. As the web grows, it creates additional pathways for holders and bots to move funds and take advantage of arbitrage opportunities. Every transaction within this LP network generates a fee that feeds back into the system, steadily raising the floor in return for enabling these trading routes. What floor? It's the price floor. This mechanism guarantees a perpetual increase in pTGC's floor. Operating at high volumes without any human intervention, the web cannot be turned off, as LP pool tokens are permanently burned. The burning of these pools not only causes a consistent rise in pTGC's floor, but also increases the floor of tokens paired with pTGC. These bonds will remain in place and continue to strengthen over time. What is the floor? The floor represents the lowest price for pTGC if all tokens outside the liquidity pool were sold into it. At that point, no further reduction in price can occur, as there would be no remaining pTGC left to sell. The Gray's currency is specifically designed to continually increase this price floor, ensuring a steady increase in value over time. That's it. Let's show the data. If you guys got any questions, ask them. And guys, if you can answer any questions in the chat, that helps me to keep this thing moving. But don't hesitate to ask questions. That's what we're here for. Let's review the data. Let me make sure I got let's go to the home page here. I am going to connect a wallet. Give me a second, guys. Make sure we got a good wallet, kind of a test wallet going here. Connect. Make sure I'm not showing anything I shouldn't be, all right? Here's our home page, pulsetgc.com. This is where you go to connect your wallet. And home page, you can read about the Gray's currency. There are links to, well, here's a great introduction video by Hex Explained that he did for us. Really appreciate that. Here's the fee system breakdown. If you need to get over to the Pulse network, here is, you click on this link and it'll walk you step by step how to do that. But you can also ask in the Telegram. It might even be easier that way. And there's a link to the Telegram and the Twitter account. Okay. Now let's scroll back up and we're going to show you, is that the home tab? That must be the home tab. Let's go to staking. Okay, I've got my wallet connected. And let's talk about these boxes here on the right. The total TGC staked is 223 billion. So this is like in the whole ecosystem. And this is this wallet. The total TGC locked is 137 billion. I would say, I think probably most of those are in 90 day locks. I know mine are right now. Total. So for this wallet, and this gentleman holds, looks like 9.4 million PCDC, or about, I think about $4,000 worth right now. I think he's a squid. Pretty sure it makes him a squid. So here is how much he has earned. 297,000. Earned from holding, 111,000. I like to use round numbers, okay, and round up or down. Earned from staking, 154,000. Earned from locking, 32,000. And here is more information about his wallet and what he has going on here. So here is this total held, total staked. So he needs to, he has some reflections in this wallet that he can stake. I'll show you that. Total locked, 9,130,000. And his last staking time was October 6th. So he's due for a recycle. And there's his balance. These are his reflections that he has earned since October 6th. October 6th, 18,264. And you can stake all of it. You can stake whatever amount you want. 437, you can do it. Okay. I want to make sure I don't go too fast, because I'm familiar with this and I don't want to go too fast for you guys. Claimable TDC earned from locking is 15,000. And you can see that also down here. Claimable TGC earned from staking, 29,000. So the reflections are liquid. All you have to do is hit the stake button and you can see them. You can restake. But before you do that, you'd probably want to claim what you've earned from staking. And to do that, you click on the claim button, pay the gas, they'll go to your wallet, and then you can stake. You can withdraw a stake, and you can actually withdraw a portion of it. That is really cool. Sorry, guys, I hadn't even noticed that. I really like that, though. Wow, that is amazing. You can do a portion of your stake. Makes me love this system even more. So here's the locking section down here. You can lock tokens, and you can claim them and unlock them. Be very careful that you do not unlock early. You're going to pay 30%, but you can claim them. So if I was going to recycle all of the available PCDC in this wallet right now, I would claim the unlock rewards. I would claim the staking rewards, and then I would stake everything. And yeah, that's how I would do it, man. All right, any questions? All right, keep on moving. Here is the DAO. If you're a staker, you can participate in the DAO according to how much you stake. And the DAO is a beautiful system because it allows us to pivot with the market. Like, the cryptocurrency market is always evolving and changing. And what the DAO does with the treasury funds can help PCDC and UFO navigate market fluctuations and market changes. So right now there are 82 million PLS in the DAO. Let's go have a look and see how much that is worth. And this is all from transactions, mind you, that people and the bots have been, I'm missing a tab here, have been paying to the treasury, not to the treasury, but yeah, to the treasury via, I really messed up in not having that tab handy. Let's go look at this. No, I'm not. Yeah, we can do this. What is in there, guys? What's in there? 82 million. Let's go see how much that is worth. $6,000. So what we're going to do is, somebody probably has a proposal going right now of what to do with that $6,000 worth of PLS. And we're probably going to like buy an RH ticker on the cheap, pair it with PCDC, send both of them to the dead address, and thereby burning X and PCDC and raising that price floor. So here's the DAO. If you're a top 100 staker, you can make a proposal If you want to see what it takes to be a top 100 staker, just connect your wallet, click on make a proposal, and then you can see all the top stakers. And we can just wait for this for a minute if you guys want. You can see what it takes to be a top staker. There is a game on the website here. I think we're going to skip that. And you guys can play the game. You can look in here and see how it all works. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Here are the stats. You're going to find more stats on a site I'm going to show you guys. But for now, you can see the staked only, staked and locked, burned, liquidity pool, and tokens held. If we continued at the current burning rate, we would burn 16.37% of the tokens in the next 6 months. But we have burned 11.6% up until now. So there's that. I think that's it for pTGC, except for, I'm going to show you guys some of the data I've been collecting. We're just going to skim the surface on this, guys. This is a link. This is linked in the description of the video. So we're just going to cruise through here. What you can do with this sheet is input your pTGC, and there's a UFO tab here also. This is a community spreadsheet, and you can put your bags in here. Every day I get data off the blockchain, and I update all this whole row here, and you can see how much you earned because I have a 1 million pTGC held and staked, and I just take that data and equivalate to whatever you want. So let's say you had 5 million pTGC, you're holding it, and you're also staking it, because they can be different amounts, right? Okay, so this guy is holding pTGC and it's also staked. I like to know what the volume is and kind of track that. Here's the number of holders. I haven't updated this yet today because I've been kind of, my schedule got a little disrupted and I'm not hurt about it. I haven't done my daily chore yet. Here's the price. I update the UFO price here to the value of 1 million pTGC. The pTGC supply from pulsetgc.com, tokens burned. This is cool. I like to I like to track how many tokens are being burned. Here's the pTGC liquidity, UFO liquidity. So it looks like we have a combined 40 million in liquidity. That's pretty sweet. And then tax revenue. We're going to look at this for pTGC. That's all the $8,000 in taxes paid by users and bots in the last 24 hours. And then for UFO also. And there's the UFO volume, pTGC volume. That's interesting. That is, oh, that's on UFO volume. That is not, I got to fix that. What am I looking at here? UFO volume, 25 million. That, guys, I got to take a quick trip over here. Not that, oh yeah, liquidity, total liquidity. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm explaining something, I will see an error in my sheet. So I need to, give me a second, guys. These sheets are an animal that need to be tamed every now and again. So let me fix that. And that's what that red means. So this 1 million pTGC that I have yesterday had 11,282. So it garnered 14 in yield, and the same with holding right here and the amount added right there. So the bottom line is yesterday, if you had 5 million pTGC in your wallet that was staked, you would have earned 2 cents for staking it and 1 cent for holding it. There you have it. That's cool. I mean, you guys, this is free value that that we're bringing here for you guys to hit the deck running. Nothing like this existed when I came in, and this education didn't exist either. Let me tell you, man, this is you guys, and we're on a dip. Look at this, guys. pTGC is on a pullback by I haven't even measured this yet. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at this on the daily. Yeah, we're up over 5,228. Now we're at 44.30. I always want to zoom out, right? If you're feeling a little discouraged, just zoom out. It helps. What else? I want you to draw your attention to a post that we made this morning. This is Crypto Bella. I don't know if I can drop this in the chat, but if you're new to crypto, new to the Pulse network, not only give this girl a follow, but watch this video. She does a really quick summary of why these tokens are basically the index token of the network. So, and then repost that video if you would. That would be awesome. Let's go to look into pdc.com. And I got to log in here real quick. So I'm going to take that off. You guys hanging tough? We got 50 people in here. I'm ready for Sunday. We're going to have some more. I'm ready for some more, especially after Coffee drops this video. Okay, let's do moon math. Just the standard moon math. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to do pTGC PLS, advanced mode. Let's see. We're going to simulate basically what pTGC could do if Pulse does a certain number of X's. And we're going to include an X factor in here. The X factor is what we think pTGC can do against the Pulse network. There is an interview on Friday with Shill Gates. I do not know what time yet. Maybe you can let us know. Go to his YouTube and see if you can find it. How much can pTGC move against the Pulse network? Probably 5. Honestly, historically, not even measuring from the bottom, it has been more like a 25x. We have to tone things down in this ecosystem. It's just bananas. So a 5x is, in my opinion, a modest guess of what we can do against the Pulse network. And then let's just venture a guess that Pulse is going to do a 100x this cycle. So with an X factor of 5, meaning pTGC moves against Pulse 5 times, and Pulse does a 100x, do we calculate? What is pTGC going to do? 500x. 500x if this plays out. That is a 22-cent pTGC. Let's back up. I want to show you guys. I need to change my notes. I'm going to show you the dashboard. So everybody has access to the dashboard. And pTGC is at the top. We get some really cool metrics. Kong built this. Crypto Kong, if you guys don't know him, he's a nerd, as you can tell. And he would laugh if he was in here watching. There is a premium for this. There is a premium account that you can get with this, and you get access. You can see the staking and have access to all of these tools. It's like $17 a month. But there is free stuff here too. One of them is the dashboard. So here's the fee allocation for pTGC the last 24 hours. And I'm just going to summarize that as a total of $8,500 to burn pTGC, added to liquidity, put in the DAO, paid to holders, paid to stakers. It's a beautiful system. Beautiful. And in UFO, we probably shouldn't do that yet. Let's keep this to pTGC. Let's look at some reflections. Math. pTGC, experiment mode. How long have we been going? 34 minutes. I think we're tracking pretty good. I'm going to pop a address in here. If you got questions, what does that mean, X factor? Enjoy. Thank you for asking a question. It is how much, and I'm not the best at articulating an answer for you, but it is how much can pTGC move against the network token. John May says, just think one day pTGC will be over $1. Let that sink in. I agree. I'm not there yet. I'm not. All right. So what do you guys think that What do you guys think that pTGC is going to do for volume? Right now, we are averaging maybe $250,000 in volume every day. We have seen $1 million in volume just a couple of weeks ago, and we had $2 million in UFO in one day. I think it's pretty clear, it's written on the wall, that as we move up this cycle, the volume is going to increase, and it's going to be good. So let's just say we're doing $25 million in volume per day, and it'll pull back during the bear market, we suppose. But let's just say in 6 months we're doing $25 million per day. This wallet here is a squid position, so he holds $4,000 worth of pTGC. Let's see here. His yearly yield would be $3,000, and that's reflections only. That's not including staking rewards or locking rewards for that matter. So and staking rewards are like a little more than double. So let's say that's $7,000 in yield for a $4,000 bag. That's pretty juicy. Now, if you wanted to be and this is broken down by Sea Creature League, if you wanted to get like one dolphin position, it would cost $12,000, and your annual yield at $25 million in volume would be $10,000, reflections only, $20,000+ if you staked it. And then a squid position is just 1/10 of that. And I would not quit if once you achieve a certain Sea Creature League, go for more. I mean, get multiples. If you can get a squid position, now go get 3. Go get 8, 9, 10, and then work your way up to dolphin, right? These tokens are not tokens that you're going to want to like sell down. I mean, just sell the yield. That's my advice to myself. Good job, John. You got yourself a dolphin position. That's great. Love that. I think you're going to be whistling Dixie in due time. So pTGC is the easy button. You come over to the network, you're like, yeah, this is a great network. What do I buy over here? pTGC and UFO. Just start there, because then you got the best of the best. You got the best connected with the best, which is the best of the best. So you start with these two tokens. If you're coming over and you have RH tickers, you can actually pair them with your UFO, and we'll get into that. So they're the proverbial easy button. You can make sure you buy from the wallet you want to keep it on, and then there's a article on the site about how to get over to the Pulse chain. Are there any other questions? Trev says UFO and pTGC looking awesome, just with a tiny uptick with the Pulse system. Hell, boy, I tell you what, man. I tell you what. Look at this, guys. I got to show this. I want to. I mean, this is fundamental, right? Let's look at the PCDC chart, not in terms of USD. And that's a good looking chart. But now look at it in terms of WPLS. Look what this thing is doing against the Pulse network. And I'm not going to start at the bottom. I'm going to start right here and tell you guys it has done a 30,000%, which I think is 3,000x. Does that make sense? Or 300x? I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. Against the Pulse network. Pulse hasn't had its run yet. Pulse is still below SAC rate. The SAC rate is 301. And I lost my ticker symbol over here. Or is it up here? No, I lost it. I don't know where it went. So what do you think is going to happen when Pulse has its run? It's over, man. I mean, it's over. pTGC and UFO, and in my opinion, are going to run so hard, it's going to blow people's minds. Yeah, I'm excited. What site was that? I just started watching. Oh, Baggio? Sure. It is lookintoptgc.com. And there is a paid for version. It's like $17 a month. If you're really into numbers and really into this system, it's probably worth it. But there is some free stuff in here too. Are there any questions? And there's a bunch of links in the description to everybody and Baguio that you can use. All right. If there aren't any further questions, we're going to move on to UFO. And we're going to read the white paper. But yeah, ask your questions. I'm going to get off my feet a little bit. Been on my feet a lot today. UFO stands as a pivotal amplifier within the PCDC ecosystem, strategically engineered to foster unity between the Richard Hart ecosystem and the Gray's currency. Designed with precision, UFO operates as a catalyst, intensifying bot activity and token volume for both UFO and PCDC. Central to its architecture is a 6% buy and sell fee, meticulously structured to deliver rewards to holders, LP providers, and pTGC enthusiasts alike. Leveraging the same cutting-edge technology utilized to capture fees within pTGC, UFO extends its reach, motivating holders of RH coins to pair them with UFO. This symbiotic relationship not only expands our network, but also amplifies our volume, culminating in greater rewards for all stakeholders. And here is the starting supply. There is a 6% buy, sell fee, and transfer fee also, guys, just so you know. So buy it from a wallet you plan to keep it on. Distribution of fees. 3% is rewarded to UFO LP providers in the following pools on PulseX V2. UFO Pulse, PulseX, Inc., Hex, Hex from Ethereum, PDI, and pTGC. Note to self, if you pair UFO and pTGC, because that pair is not whitelisted, you're going to pay 5% on pTGC, 6% for UFO if you pair those two. Another note to self is you want to make sure and pair from the DApp. Don't do it from PulseX, otherwise you will be forfeiting your 3% rewards. So that's the 3%. 1% is rewarded to holders of the token, and it's paid in UFO. 1% is utilized to buy and burn the UFO token. So it's another deflationary asset. 1%, I love this, is used to buy and burn pTGC. UFO was developed for, amongst other things, it was developed to help pTGC. And one of the things it does very well is burns the supply. As a matter of fact, it burns more pTGC than pTGC itself. And you can see that in my spreadsheet. So you can hold UFO. Users can simply hold UFO in their wallets to participate in the ecosystem. Holders of UFO automatically receive their proportional share of the 1% holders reward. This reward, paid in UFO token, is deposited directly into your wallets without the need for staking or any additional processes. So one thing I forgot to mention is that your reflections are going to come into your wallet. Like as soon as you hold pTGC, you're going to see pTGC just stacking up in your wallet immediately. And the same with UFO. Some reflection tokens, you have to do a transaction, but not with these. They just appear almost, I just call it like almost magically. So, but you also have the option to provide liquidity with your UFO. Listed tokens on, okay. When interacting directly with PulseX, a 6% fee is imposed both during LP provisioning and removal. Okay, yeah, if you interact directly with PulseX, you're going to pay that fee. But if you interact with the DApp, it's whitelisted. However, users can utilize the provided DApp. Yeah, I just told you that. LP providers earn their share of the 3% rewards. These rewards, paid in Pulse, are deposited directly into their wallets without requiring any further interaction. Users are advised that the only pair that is charged the fees is the UFO pTGC pair. So the one caveat about the pairing your UFO with RH tickers is that the Pulse, you will see it come into your wallet or into the DApp actually. And it's kind of sporadic. Like it could be a couple of hours. If you make a pair and it's not there, you don't see any rewards for a couple hours, just wait. The contract needs to let a certain amount pile up before it's worthwhile paying the gas to distribute all the rewards to the different wallets. So that's how that works. Let's go over to the dApp. So you come to pulsetgc.com, click on UFO Token, and let's click on, oh, here's the main section. You can read about it. You can see the tokenomics, and then the fee distribution. And let's see what we have down here. I think we have, I want to say one of these is the white paper. I don't want to click off though, but I'm pretty sure the white paper is right here. If not, it's in the description for this video. And I know I should know this stuff. Let's go to the liquidity pools, because you guys are going to be like, hey, how do I add liquidity? And I was really intimidated by this when this token launched. I didn't know how to do it. I actually missed quite an opportunity to make some gains. But, oh well, I got it done after all. So this is how simple it is. You connect your wallet to this dApp, and let's say you have some hex. You click on Add Liquidity, and you have to have UFO and hex, and you just put an equal amount of each, or whatever you want, equal amounts, and then add new liquidity. And you're going to see your position in the pool. And then let's see if this gentleman has, I'm not going to, but to remove liquidity is this, you just click on that button right there. And I'm not going to go into UFO shares on this, but those are a thing. And it basically, UFO shares are how much UFO are you able to put in. There's more to it, I think, than that. But that's basically how it works. Your share of the pool. Now let's go to the rewards tab. This, I'm sorry. I want to connect a different wallet, because I want to show you guys how this works. And I need to, let's connect. This is just a little bit. This is my test wallet. But let's go back to this. And I'll just have to remember this for the next time we do this. Let's go to the, I'm pretty sure I have a PLS pair. Yeah, there we go. Pooled PLS is, no, that's total. That's total. And then, but this wallet has a very small amount of the pool. And then I can remove the liquidity if I want. I can remove just a part of it, you see, which is only 111,000 PLP tokens. Okay. So yeah, this is a small one. Like I said, it's a test wallet. And then let's go look at the rewards. This is only a 1 million UFO wallet. And I guess I'm stressing that because it's not a lot. I think it's $100 worth, but it has earned 30,000 UFO in reflections since May, and it has 16,000 PLS that I can claim, which I'm not, because I just want to stack it up. I don't want to mess up the experiment, right? So there are the PLP tokens, 223,000 total staked. UFO shares are about 1 million, because it was 1 million UFO. And it has 16,000 PLS pending and reward. Now, if you have multiple pools, you can claim all of them at the same time with that button right there. And are there any questions? Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad you're appreciating it, man. Glad you guys are getting something out of that. That's what this is for. And I should show you, I need to add some stuff here. I'll add it later. Okay, I'm trying to stay on task here. I'm going to show my data for UFO, and then we'll go back and I'm going to show you Secreto Bank, which is probably in the description. But let's go to UFO Rewards Estimator. And again, I haven't updated this, but you input your liquid UFO and the amount of your shares, and then and then it will show you how much you earned. And this is interesting. We highlighted this morning in the video with Coffee, that like if you look, and I actually wrote it up here, he was very interested in APY. So, and you can do this when you download this, you can do this yourself. We had a big day, 43% APY. but you can see the average. See that down there? The average is, I'm calling that 11%. And this is for LP'ing UFO. 11% APY for LP'ing UFO in the last 2 weeks. And that is gonna increase when we get more volume. And then the APY for holding was 4%. And I just wrote those right up there. So I don't know if there's anything else in here that would be of interest to you guys. I don't, the number of tokens burned, we burned 7%. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Let's go to look into ptdc.com. Before I do that, I want to show you Secreto Bank because I don't want to forget. SecretoBank.com is a site that a member of our community built, and it's really handy for looking at the volume. So you select the asset you want to check the volume on, and you click check volume, and it's going to show you the volume down here and the liquidity. And up here, we got some decent volume today. Up here, you can sort all the LP pools. And look, our UFO PCDC pool is $4.5 million. Our PLS pool is $2.2 million, and so on. So there's that. Link in the description. Look at ptgc.com. Yeah, we are going to go to the moon. Let's start at the dashboard, and I'll show you guys what we have going on here. Let's look at the market. What do you call it? The tax allocations. Market metrics. We are 142x away from a penny. I think we're maybe 20x away from penny on PCDC. Here's the fee allocations, the last 24 hours, $14,000. So we went to LP providers, burning the token, holding, rewarding holders, and burning PCDC. It's beautiful, $14,000 of value that is staying in the system. Let's do some moon math. I'm going to get this gentleman's wallet again. Wallet address. Give me a second, guys. And, oh, maybe I don't need it right here. Let me click on learning how to use this. Okay, we're going to look at PCDC PLS again, just because that's an easy token to reference. Excuse me, guys. And we're going to do an X factor again of 5. Paired token target price. We're going to do a 100x instead of price, because I'm going to speculate that Pulse is going to, or we need to do UFO. I'm sorry, guys. Where am I? UFO PLS. X factor of 5. 100x. Calculate. UFO in this instance would also do 500x. So we'd have 3.5 cent UFO. Wouldn't that be awesome? That would be awesome. I think it's happening, man. I don't know. It may not happen this cycle, but if it don't, we're still going to get rewarded all along the way, all the way up, all the way down, and every little peak and valley in between, we get rewarded as holders. Now let's go to the reflections. I really like the reflections, the rewards for UFO. That really gets me excited. So let's go into experiment mode, drop this guy's wallet address in here and calculate the yields. And I think we did we do 25 million on PCDC? Let's do it for UFO also, just to be consistent. So market volume, $25 million per day on UFO would garner 240% annual return. And that is reflections only. This doesn't even take into account the LP rewards. Okay. And then this wallet is a turtle in UFO, but he would earn $172 per year. This is my, let me get a bigger wallet, guys. Bear with me 1 second, because I know I got a bigger one. This is my experimental wallet. Yeah. Let me get this guy going here. Just bear with me. And we're going to calculate. I think this guy is a squid. $25 million in volume, 241% annual return. That's pretty juicy. Okay, he's a dolphin. Good job. Good job. His yearly annual yield would be $33,000. This dude gonna be happy. I'm just gonna tell you. I mean, his bag is worth $14,000 right now. Yay. That's I know this guy, and he's gonna be so happy. Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a moment. I'm losing my train of thought. But let's get this down to where you guys, if you could buy a whale position, that same volume would garner $1.56 million in annual yield. Shark position, $156,000. Dolphin position, just a standard one dolphin position, would garner $15,630 in a year. So you're talking about like a $7,000 bag right now would garner at $25 million in volume every 24 hours would garner $16,000 in a year. That's a pretty good cheese. I mean, let's just call it what it is. It's good. It gives good cheese, man. So are there any other questions? John May says, I still can't come to grips how much money I'll have just off of 500X. You started with $15. Yeah, I started with like $1,000, and then I just dollar cost averaged. Or removed the wrong screen there. So, you guys have any questions? Under an hour. Yes. And thank you, Starbucks Coffee. Here's the thing. I'm going to try to boil this down, because there are so many fabulous illustrations about the power of these tokens and holding these tokens. Again, these are tokens that Prairie Banana is planning to never exit from my principal. The yield that I'm garnering every day is fair game. I can do whatever I want with it. But the principal, it's like, say you own a rental house. Let's say you own 10 rental houses. Why would you go sell one? If they're cash flowing, these assets are cash flowing. And here's the thing. Because of the way that the value stays in the system, you can everybody could literally sell all of their yield from holding and staking and locking, I believe. We can sell all of our yield every single day, and it wouldn't be a blip on the chart. And so let's say you sold all of your yield every day. And in a year's time, your position, if you didn't touch your principal, your position in the pool would actually increase. Your position of the supply would actually increase, garnering you even more yield the next year. That's how this is built, guys. It's fabulous. Crazy numbers. That's right. Is there anything else? Because we're going to cut it short. I think we're done. I think we condensed a lot more into a shorter period of time, which is great for everybody. Guys, thank you for showing up. If you got any feedback for me, anything you think I should include or exclude, just PM me. I'm all ears. Have a great week. And one last thing is that the founder will be having a voice chat tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we'll have spaces for everybody. And these are all for everybody, but spaces on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Thank you so much. Have a great week, guys.